are muted, and we will be giving you an opportunity to speak to our author of the month, Ms. Madhavi Jalasuthram, author of the book Unconditional Self Love, and panel discussion leader, Mr. Senthil Kumar, Senior Management, Quality, Daimler India. Before you are unmuted, let me share that we are currently live on LinkedIn and this episode is being recorded. First time visitors may click on the WhatsApp, FB, and LinkedIn link on the chat box to get updated by joining us in creating more leaders. All in the house are requested to turn on your videos, which will help in making the episode highly interactive. So, are we all ready to launch Rocket Goals online with author Ms. Madhavi Jalasuthram and panel discussion leader Ms. Senthil Kumar? Then share a thumbs up or smiley emoji in the chat box. Thank you. Before the introduction of the guest, let me also introduce Mr. Pankaj, Managing Partner, Beja Training, will interact with our guest along with the panel discussion leader. Over to you, Mr. Pankaj.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Thank you so much for being there. And I
Thank you so
welcome
much.
once again all the visitors and the guests today. And special welcome to our guest for the day and Mr. Senthil Kumar. So before we move forward, I take this opportunity to welcome once again the author of the month, Miss Madhavi Jalasuthram. And I believe this is for the second time on the same platform. I've been interacting with Miss Madhavi, and it takes us immense pleasure. Okay, that we have been take this journey to this level that today we are almost covering 100 more than 140 episodes of Readers Connect. So, Miss Madhavi, once again, I welcome, and I'm really happy to introduce our panel discussion leader, Mr. Senthil Kumar. He has changed his role, although he'll be known for his role for being a summary leader. But today, I'm really happy to have him with an official introduction and a welcome note as a panel discussion leader. So, Mr. Arul, I would like to have a formal introduction of our author of the day, our author of the month, Ms. Madhavi, and our panel discussion leader, Mr. Senthil Kumar. Please do the review. Thank you so much, Arul. Thank you so much. And Ms. Madhvi, I take this opportunity once again to formally, welcome you to our forum Leaders Connect. You're muted, I believe.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. And thank you, Pankaj. Thank you, Arun. Thank you so much for introducing me.
We are really happy to have you here, and we would like to know more about your book, The Unconditional Love. And without taking much of the time, I would like to invite our panel discussion leader, Mr. Senthil Kumar, to have more insights about your book and whatever you can share, you want to share with us about your book. That will help all of us to learn and take away something. So over to you, Mr. Senthil Kumar, to take the panel discussion.
Thank you very much, Thank you very much, Pankaj. The session was really vibrant, and today we have something to know about our inner self through this platform, Pankaj. And for the benefit of the complete team, without wasting much time, let me take up this role. As you said rightly, I normally do a summary role player for this session, but today I shifted my gears to take up this panel leader role. Thank you very much for this platform.
So thank you so much, sir, for being there.
Yeah.
So now today, as now you are going to lead from here. So I leave it up to you how you want to take it forward. Over to you.
Yeah. Thanks, Pankaj. By the way, Madhavi, how do I call you in this platform?
You can call me Madhavi.
Madhavi.
Essentially, yeah. Madhavi
Okay,
is fine.
Great, Madhavi. By the way, Madhavi, let me introduce myself before we start this session. So I have been with this Leader Connect for almost more than 2 years. And as I said in the beginning, I've been doing a role of a summary role player for every leadership program. I take the crux out of this discussion and then communicate it to this forum. So that was a role what I'm doing here as a passion role. Apart from that, professionally, I've been working with a Daimler India commercial vehicle as a senior manager. I've been associated in this company for almost 15 years. And many times I have been interaction with blue collar associates. And every time this thought comes to my mind, what is that one thing that I can do for the organization that I can get more satisfied? And today it got enlightened through this forum of Unconditional Love from this book, what you are mentioning here, Madhavi. So as I'm very curious about this, let me know if you are comfortable, if I can take up the first question, Madhavi, what I have for you.
Please go ahead.
Thank you, Madhavi. When we say self-love is about being self-centered, or do we include other people in our lives too? So how do you take this up, Madhavi?
So we all think that self-love is about being self-centered, and we have to look at ourselves only, not at others. And for quite some time, even I was doing that, thinking that it is self-love. So I came across this quote by one of my mentors, Dr. Joe Vitale, who said, "You need to be selfish to be selfless." If you want to understand other people, if you want to help other people, if you really want to do something for other people, you first have to understand yourself. For example, if you want to crack the IIT exam, you will go and ask a person who has passed and successfully fared very well in the IIT exam, not a person who has failed. Which means a person who can understand themselves and understand their own pains and what they are going through are the only people who can understand what others are going through. We often see people trying to help others, and it does not look like help. It looks like they are dominating, or we want to be recognized that I am helping you. See, I'm so great, I'm helping you. We come across that way, right? So that is not being selfless to others. That is actually not understanding what the other person is going through, because you yourself don't know what you are going through. This is where unconditional self-love comes into play. I've named my book Unconditional because you need to love yourself even when you don't. That is the point where I want to emphasize. There were times when I really did not like myself, and I learned to love myself in those times. And that is when I understood what I go through. And today I'm able to help so many clients of mine, let it be with their mental health, with their emotional health, with their physical health. I'm able to help them because I went through the same journey. That is why it is important to be selfish, to be selfless. Everybody is included in self-love. That is when it is self-love.
The phrase itself has being a dichotomy.
Yes. I hope that was answered.
Yeah, very beautifully articulated how we need to ignite our inner self.
Thank you.
Coming to when we say that we need to have a passion to love ourselves at the inner pace of life, moving forward, how do we navigate when we are told to listen to our inner voice and follow our dreams? How do we do it when everyone around us is telling us what is best for us?
Yes, yes. This is something especially students face a lot when
Uh,
they're taking up a new course, or when their studies gets over and they're taking up a new job, or
mhm.
when they want to embark on a new journey. There are
Yeah.
so many people giving so much of advice. I remember when I wrote at that time, 7th also was board exam.
Yeah.
So 7th board exam is your turning point in your life. 10th board exam. 10th board exam is your turning point in your life. Intermediate exam is your turning
Next.
point in your life. Degree exam, turning point in your life. Postgraduate, turning point. First
True.
job, turning. So turning, I landed up exactly where
Yeah.
I started without understanding what I really want to do. 6 years
Yeah.
I did teaching in schools
Mhm.
and colleges without
Mhm.
liking what I'm doing. It is a
Mhm.
noble profession. All the
Mhm.
ladies, almost all the ladies in my family are lecturers and teachers,
Oh. Oh.
and some are principals also. But
Mhm.
I understood, because I sat with myself and I spent time with myself, I understood it is not for me. It is
Mhm.
nothing wrong with the profession, nothing wrong with me. It is just that it is not for me. Many
Mhm.
people don't do that. Everybody is doing this course. Everybody is good getting into this job. So I also need to get into it. That is why we see people after 3, 5 years in a job start struggling, because they
Mhm.
don't have the motivation that they had in the starting. The
Mhm.
josh that they had in the starting, they don't have that, because the start was itself wrong. They did
Mhm.
not clearly understand what they want to do, how they
Mhm.
want to go about, what is the process they want to follow.
Mhm.
We see people who are successful and we feel we want to become like them without
Mhm.
understanding the sacrifices that they have gone through,
Mhm.
without understanding the pains that they have gone through.
Got.
There are some pains we are ready to take, some pains we are not ready to take. Each of us
Right.
are individual, equal, different, right? We
Yeah.
are
Right.
unique. So, what are the pains I can take? What are
Mhm.
the sacrifices I can do? I need to understand that and
Mhm.
then move forward and find out what my passion is, what I feel
Mhm.
is important. In my book, I
Mhm.
have written a lot of stories where I am just running around trying to prove myself to others.
Mhm.
I wrote this because not because I wanted to tell my story. I wanted people to understand that they also are in the same soup. And if they are in this, they can get out.
Mhm.
They need to first start loving themselves unconditionally and spend time. Take a pen and paper, spend time and write down what is it that you are good at? What
Mhm.
is your thing? What do you want to do? And age is not a factor.
True. Very
Does
true.
not matter what the age is. And you don't have to quit everything and sit. You can slowly
Mhm.
and steadily start something that you like to do, if you have a passion, if you have anything, and then move forward. That is the whole idea behind unconditionally loving yourself.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing this beautiful mantra, Madhavi. How to unleash our inner nature, and how to discover our passion, inner passion.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Very
yes.
true. Coming to the next topic, as we started our journey in this panel, we started with how we can be self-centered. Second, we started how we can be do a self-discovery to find our inner niche. And third question, how we want to ask is, how do we understand what I truly want? A quote, I mean a quote, what I wanted to do with my life. Is it too late to make plans and reset my goals? I think a part of the question, I think you already answered. The
Yes,
age is not
yes,
the
yes,
barrier, age is just a number.
yes, yes, yes.
Uh,
But here
but
I
the
would
first,
actually like to go a little more deeper.
yeah,
Yes, yes, please go ahead.
yeah. The first part, I think you can go deeper. No? How
Yes,
do I understand what I truly want to do
yes,
in my
yes,
life, right?
yes, 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 yes. So I would like to go a little more deeper. We say
Yeah,
age is not a barrier,
yeah.
and I said age is not a barrier. You can start at any time, but you understand whether you really are passionate about something. No matter
Hmm.
what age you are at, it looks like you're passionate about it. Right now, we
Hmm.
see stand-up comedians coming up and making a lot of stand-up comedy jokes. So
Yeah,
everybody wants to pick up a mic
right.
and become a comedian. Yes,
True.
we
Yeah,
see people taking cameras and walking into the
correct.
first audience forest and becoming wildlife photographers, especially after that Three Idiots movie. After seeing Madhavan, everybody wants to become a wildlife photographer.
True.
But really, is it your passion?
Yeah.
You will have to stay for days in the forest without a proper bathroom, without a proper place, without proper food. Are you really that passionate? Or is it just the glamour of Madhavan that made you become a wildlife photographer? So what is it? What is your real passion? First, write down what comes to you naturally. That's why I said the pen and paper. What comes to you naturally? Something that you're ready to. Like for me, the book came naturally. I did not think that this is how I want to impress my audience. This is what will sell. That is why I want to write this. This is how I should write the book, and only then maximum number of sales will happen. I didn't write the book on that. I wrote on what are my personal experiences I went through, and how many people can get impacted by this experience.
Right.
That is what came to my mind. That came naturally. I like to speak and coach people. That comes naturally to me. I can do it at any time in the day. Even if my mood is low, if I'm feeling low, if I'm feeling down, one session I take and I feel energetic. So what is it that comes naturally to you? Write down the first 5 things that come to your mind. Now my clients are like, Madhavi, I don't have 5 things. I have only 2 things. Even better. Which means you can cut it down and focus just on those 2 things.
Correct.
Focus on those 5 things, 6 things, how much ever comes. You will lose interest in some of them eventually. And it will boil down to what you want to do.
Very true.
That is very much important. And age is not a factor, but if you are of a young age, also you can be demotivated. And if you're of an old age, also you can be demotivated.
Very true.
Demotivation is because of 2 factors. One, your belly is full. There's no burning desire. Your belly is full. That can happen at any age. And 2, you feel that you want to do it, but from your comfort zone. And this is where your comfort zone is. This is where your dream is. You have to come out of your comfort zone and into your dream and goal to do what you want to do. So these are the 2 factors that stop people. And comfort, getting into the discomfort zone is something that is really discomfort. So when people say that they are passionate about something and they lose interest, it's because of that shift into the discomfort zone, which they don't want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, very true, Madhavi. I just metaphor with this belly full, because when belly is full, normally we don't have that mind of listening, or we don't have that energy. Because the energy will be drained for digestion of the food.
Exactly.
The same way your metaphor with the analogy with the passion which is burning, there should be burning passion inside us, so that it can take us away from the comfort zone, because the growth is always when we move out from the comfort zone. Very nice. Because today most of the leaders who are at the top position always moved out of the comfort zone.
Exactly. Yes.
Thank you, Madhavi. Coming to the next question, which most of them would be more curious in today's VUCA world, is how do I focus on health? Because health is wealth, everyone knows. So how do I focus on health and also manage work stress and family stress? Because today's world, people work for 8 hours, but commutation travel goes for another 4 hours. So 50% of the day is gone. By the time when they reach home, they lose another 1-2 hours to get settled. So almost 16 hours in a day, they are in a transition. They are spending time only 8 hours with the kid, family, and spouse. So how do we focus on health, Madhavi, in this kind of situation?
Absolutely. That's a wonderful question. And there are a few pointers over here. If all of you over here take back anything else, if you don't take back anything also, it's okay, but take this back. Stop looking at film actors and sports persons and thinking, I want that kind of a health, that kind of a body. Get 10 people around you to take care of your health, then you will have the health that these people have. Because they have a trainer, a nutritionist, a person who takes care of their hair and makeup, a person who handles their stress levels. They go to a counselor for counseling. They have people around them. We, as the common population, right, we don't have that. We have to understand that. Yes. And the second thing, that is the first thing. The second thing is stress is a part of life. Stress is good in short amounts. The problem is we carry that stress. Now, boss must have told something 1 month back and we are still carrying that. Wife must have told something 1 month back, we are still carrying that. Husband did not get this for me, we're still carrying that. So that stress that we are carrying is the problem. It's not the stress which is coming to us that is the problem. It is the stress that we are carrying constantly. Yes. Do you know that major accidents that happen on the road are because people are somewhere else thinking of some stressful situation in their mind? Yes, that is the level, that is the impact of stress on us. So when you are stressed out about something, get back home, and I do this. Journal, write down. Write down what you're feeling, even if it is negative, even if it is bad, write it down. When you journal, right, you don't remove that frustration on someone else, especially when you are stressed out at work. We come back home and take it out on our kids, on our family. Or if we are stressed out at home, we go and take it out at work. So instead of taking it out on others, write, journal it down. When you journal it down, it's on paper. There are 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts going on in our brain. Just imagine, can we really process those thoughts and come up with a solution? No. If you journal it down, it's on paper. Now you feel a little lighter. You feel a little better. Now you know, okay, so this is the problem. Let it sit in that book and let me go ahead and do other things. Go and do something you like to do at that time. Put on music, listen to music. You like to go for a walk, go for a walk. Spend time with people you like. Do something that makes you feel good. Most people do two things: binge eating, binge drinking. These are the two things we do to overcome the stress. This is actually causing more stress. Yes, because all the money we will earn from all the work that we do is going to go for all the medical bills later on. Yes. So that is not the solution. It is a temporary thing. It is not a solution. Do things that you like to do. Journal, get up and go do something that you like to do. These two things. And the third thing, start understanding that you are not perfect. You
because
are
perfection
not
is the,
exactly.
perfection is very close to God's enemy.
Exactly.
God's enemy is perfection.
Even God feels that God is not perfect. We've seen in so many stories in our mythology, in our in our religion, in our thing, that God himself feels low so many times. They don't feel perfect. So we don't have the right to feel that we should be perfect. You can be imperfect, you can be wrong, you can make mistakes. Allow yourself. That is where unconditional self-love comes in. Allow yourself to make those mistakes. Allow yourself, give permission to yourself. Before you expect others to give permission to you, give permission to yourself. That is when things shift, things change in your life. You are no longer waiting for somebody else to stamp your paper. You are putting the stamp on your paper yourself. These three things are the golden rules on which I have built my life. And I know how much of tough time, how much of depression, how much of nonsense I have faced to understand these three things.
Three things.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
true.
Now people say, Madhavi, your life is a cakewalk. Because they don't know that underneath the cake,
Yeah.
how much
They see only
of
the 10% of the iceberg, remaining 90% of the
exactly.
setbacks.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. Give
that's not
permission to
visible to them.
yourself. Don't carry that stress. Journal, write down, go do something you like to do. Do these things. It will take you to a next level in your life. And it does not have to be big things. You don't have to go shopping every day and finish your bank account. You can do small things for yourself. Make a cup of coffee that you love to sit and drink. Go out for a walk. Go out and spend time with some people. Sit and laugh and talk with them. Do something that you like to do. That is itself a big thing.
Yeah. Yeah, very nicely articulated, Madhavi. As you said, when we start doing this journal, it is a kind of retrospection. We get two benefits. One is we understand what went wrong in today's situation. Second is what I can improve in tomorrow's circumstances. These two things we get when we do a retrospection or a journal writing. That way we are
Exactly. And when you don't get the solution, when you feel that there is no solution, come back and say, I'm not perfect.
Perfect.
I don't have to be correct always. I can make mistakes. And again, go back to that. Then that gives you time to actually give permission to yourself.
And third is when the pressure is high, when the stress is high, we try to vent out like a cooker.
Yes.
When it gets boiled, the whistle gets blows. The same way we went out by doing a journal writing with a cautious mind, keeping in a cautious mind and writing it. Automatically, we don't do the same thing or encounter the same situation tomorrow. We handle it something better.
Yes.
To see a better version of ourselves. Very nicely said, Madhavi. It's really.
Absolutely.
And the second.
Thank you, Divya. Divya has commented, totally agree. Whoa, what a perspective journal. Superb, Divya. Start today.
I think Divya is trying to give you more power.
Yes. More power to her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, Madhavi. Thanks for responding to my messages. I do journal and I have been a biggest fan of journaling, and I advise everybody as well to journal because that's a kind of introspection that nobody can come up with, and that's why it's been a wonderful journey for me so far. Now I've come to a level where I've gone, the locked book and all. I feel very secure having the journal next to my book. I mean, next to my bed in the side table. So that easy it is for me right now to do the journaling. But thank you very much.
Thank you, Divya. Thank you.
Yeah. The last question, coming to the last question here, Madhavi. What are some of the factors that I need to lead a happier and healthier lifestyle? I think some portion of it, I think you already mentioned. Talk to a person whom we have a love, passion, and do something where we have more interest. So this is some topic you have touched upon, but maybe you can give a deep dive on this, Madhavi. What are some of the factors that I need to lead a happier and healthier lifestyle?
Yeah. So what I spoke about, that stands true. I'll just go deeper. There are factors around us which play a major role in molding us. First of all, it is our mental structure. How we think. How we think. How do I know? How do I think? It comes from how I speak. So a friend of mine, I was sitting and talking to her, and she was every second sentence was, yeah, but that doesn't happen, right? Yeah,
Negative.
but that doesn't work, right? So she has already negated herself and cancelled herself from the equation. Even if there's a chance of something happening, it won't happen because you yourself have told that it is not going to happen.
Yeah.
So what is going on in your mind? What comes out of your mouth is what is happening in your life. So that is again where self-love comes into play, where you need to understand. You'll see people who will talk about, this weekend I had this party. That day I went for this party. Their life is always a series of parties. But if you look at them, they are tired throughout the day because they have partied so much. Yes, too much of play and less work. And the work is not up to the mark because the entire energy has gone
Drained in
in the party.
party.
And the way they talk is all around the Yes, always you will see women especially bickering and getting irritated about mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. My mother-in-law is this, my mother-in-law is that. Even the mother-in-law is not around or the daughter-in-law is not around. You're constantly talking about them. So they might be affecting 20% of your life, but you with your mind and your mouth are affecting 80% of your life. That is one factor. And the second is your environment plays a very big role.
Yeah.
If you want to participate in the Olympics, you will go and connect with the people who are participating or who have already won in the Olympics. You will be in that environment. You will get a coach for yourself. That coach will introduce you to other people who have the same mentality as you. Imagine the person who wants to win the Olympics is with a person who does late night partying or is not very disciplined, does not get up early in the morning. Will this person be able to achieve what they want?
No, certainly no.
Same thing happens in our common person's life also. We are surrounded by people who are constantly talking negative, and we think that we are okay even if they are negative. But our brain is thinking negative because we are in that environment, and the words that come out of our mouth are also negative. We just don't realize it.
Yeah, I think very beautifully you have touched upon the rewiring of brain by avoiding negative words. Because as you said rightly about the second topic on the environment is powerful than will. So the words what we speak to the environment should be more positive because words are more powerful than sword.
Yes.
Yeah. So when we talk positive word, it connects with the nature and bring a will which is higher than our thought process. And it can bring anything in a positive as a payback.
Absolutely. But Senthil, what do we do in a situation where there is someone on your face who is negative in the environment? It could be a family member. You cannot avoid them. They are right there. Or some work person or some friend. They are constantly there. And you cannot avoid them. You cannot cut off from them. You cannot do anything. Then what do people do? This is a common question. Yes, Madhavi, okay.
Yeah, we should ignore them. We should ignore them. Be away from naysayers. That is what Arnold Schwarzenegger has mentioned in his success story.
Yes. But that is very difficult when it comes to the actual situation in life. It is easy to say that we have to, I am a person of practicality. I cannot ignore it when somebody is continuously saying, Madhavi, you're not good enough. You know how many boys we saw for you. You're not getting any rishtas. Madhavi, you're going to build your career now. Now you're writing a book. Seriously, you, author? And when that comes from the house, from the close friends, what do?
Yeah, we get disappointed. As you said rightly, as a human, we get disappointed. But the intelligent, intelligent way is ignore them or try to take a pause moment.
What I did was I cried for some time. I cried for some time. I put the pillow on my face, not clear. I think you're saying something. Your voice is not clear.
Yeah, your voice is breaking, Madhavi.
Yeah, now it is fine. Yeah, please go ahead.
So what I was mentioning was to take a pause moment because at that time our serotonin and this enzyme triggers the brain more. So we need to control our emotional. So by taking a deep breath, taking a pause moment can help to handle this naysayers situation, Madhavi.
Yes. So what I did was I took a pillow and I pulled on my face and I started crying. Okay, I did all my crying, finished, and then I went ahead and found people who will uplift me. I cannot negate these people. These are there. But I need to find people who will uplift me. Someone I can go to and talk to. Let it be anybody. Find people who will uplift you. Even if it is one person, find people who will uplift you, who will pull you up and tell you enough crying. I know they spoke like that. So what? You are better. Someone who puts you up, pulls you up, puts you up, and makes you believe that no, you can still do it. Find people like that. I literally went out and found people like that around. Apart from the people that were there, I went and joined communities. I went and this is a great community where people are uplifted and made into leaders. Yes, there is a lot of negativity out there, but if you come here and you listen and get motivated and you feel good, then you know at the back there is someone. This
Is that to
group
push
is
you?
there. These people are there. One person is there. Yeah. Then I can go and fight that battle. This is what we need to do. We need to find people who will constantly uplift us, constantly put us in a good mood. That is very, very important. The environment matters. And what happens with this, what happened with this particular thing is the people who started pulling me down, who started letting me down, started mattering less for me. Because now my focus is on these people. I am focusing on what these people are saying. What this person is saying feels nice. What this person is saying does not feel nice. So where I'll go, where I'll find importance, where I'll like a kid now, where you find love and importance, you go there, right? So you will go there. So then these people start mattering lesser and lesser, and these people start mattering more and more. But you have to put the water, the sunshine over here. Most people are putting the water here, sunshine over here, and expecting nothing happens in my life. Everybody is putting me down. You know, that auntie told me not to do that course. Otherwise, today I would have been this person. Because we are focusing on these people, not finding these people and focusing on this. That is very, very important. When it comes to your health also, this matters a lot. It is not only working out, lifting weights, eating right, doing some diet. It is not that. It is more here. Having those people, that environment where people are healthy, getting up and working out, doing things. You sit in that environment, you see how your health changes.
Very sad.
Whatever you want to do, sit in that environment. See how your health mindset changes. Then
And
there
this,
is improvement.
And this message is resonating with John Ron message, saying the quote, famous quote, you are the average of 5 people whom you surround with. As you rightly said, if you want to be in Olympic, we need to be with the winners. Surround ourselves with the winners. If you want to, So like I have seen your transition, move in the success gap, moving with positive people, with more leaders and inspirational.
And even when I lost in the last round, I put up a video and told everyone I lost. Because we celebrate victory, not failure.
Failure,
It is important to celebrate failure also. Because that is the story, na? That is the masala. Na? If you win everything, then where is the masala in life?
In a success, there is no lesson. Only in failure, we take a lesson. Like our recent moon launch successful.
Yes, Chandrayaan 3.
Because of the learnings,
I got emotional when that happened, you know, when it landed. I don't know why. I don't know if people really understand this. I got really emotional when it landed. My husband is like,
very
why
true.
are you getting emotional about this? I went
very true.
so
Nothing,
proud
there is no learning in that.
Exactly.
Whatever today we are seeing is the mirror of the learnings that came from the failure of the previous history.
Yes, absolutely. But it was a very emotional moment for me, such a proud moment for me with Chandrayaan 3. Yes.
I think respecting our participant, there was one question from Vasanthi Jason. Can you suggest how we focus on the importance of self-love to young people, Madhavi? Especially in motivating them. Maybe it means about that kid or maybe younger generation.
Yes. So 2 things we can do when it comes to children or teenagers especially. First thing, as parents, we need to put them in the right environment. Just let them in the right environment. The point, I stay in a gated community and I see a group of children who are always active and talking and, doing things and they have their times when they are arguing and fighting also, but they are also happy, cycling, running around. There are a group of children who are shouting at each other, bickering and, constantly pinpointing at each other. So give your children that right environment. We put children into very good schools, very good institutions,
Right.
not for the syllabus, not for the teachers that are there, for the environment. Because the children around over there are all coming with that success mindset.
Yeah.
So give the right environment to them. And second, very, very important, trust your child. If you're not trusting your child, it means that you are doubting your upbringing. Yes, you are doubting your upbringing. Again, don't have to beat yourself up. Show love to yourself. It's okay to make mistakes. Tell your child every time. If your child is 5 years old, 6 years, this is the first time I'm handling a 6-year-old. This is the first time I'm handling a 7-year-old. This is the first time I'm handling a 15-year-old. Lisa Nichols, my another coach, I don't know if you know about her. She tells this to her son. She constantly keeps saying this, that this is the first time I'm handling a teenager. Can you please be supportive? I'm going to make mistakes. Not that you are making mistakes. I'm going to make mistakes. How can we improve this relationship? So trust the child. It's okay they make mistakes. It's okay they learn. But only thing we need to do is give them the right environment. That's all that is there in our hands. Rather than giving all the wealth and the land and all that is also very important. But along with them, give them the right environment so that this grows. If this grows, you don't need to do anything else.
Right. I think over to our team members who are already in the active participant members list. Basanti, do you have any other topic or is it answering to your question? Over to the team or over to Pankaj, because I also have some questions, Madhavi. I just hand over to them.
No, sure.
Thank you so much, Mr. Senthil. Thank you so much for a wonderful panel discussion and a lot of insights which has been brought up by Ms. Madhavi. And really, it's always, it's a new thing. It's a new way of learning about self, the positivity, and that really brings a lot of understanding for the self also. I mean, today also for myself, I am taking away something that will help me to, bring some change, which will bring more positivity in my life. So thank you so much for sharing all those things. So now we can have open questions. So we can have 3 to 4 questions because we are almost reaching 7:16 p.m. right? So next 15 minutes we can have 3 to 4 questions, and then we can have our networking meet if the time permits, and then we can close on. So the house is open for the Q&A. So I believe Mr. Saifi has a question, and then Ms. Divya, you can ask the question by unmuting yourself. So Mr. Saifi, you can ask the question to our guest today.
Yeah, Madhavi, very nice. I have one doubt. When we are around a negative person and of course, one issue is we have compassion for that negative person. It is affecting us, his company, chronically affecting us. But the compassion is so much that you are unable to leave that person. And it is also important. So how does that work? How do we deal with him so that we don't desert him? For our
sake. First of all, for that question, that is a beautiful question. Why do you think you're going to desert that person?
No, sometimes it becomes so boring that we lose our cool because they kind of impact on you. Their negativity works on you, like somebody.
So why do you think that you can't desert that? Why do you think that you can't leave that person, or they will feel deserted, or they will feel left away?
They are already helpless because of their negativity from all sides, and you are the only hope.
Okay. So it is time for you to leave them so that they can find new hope.
Oh my God. That's I know this is the answer most people have given.
Let me tell this with a personal story. I had a boyfriend.
Okay.
And we had a very strong relationship, a long relationship. But the day he left me, I was heartbroken. We were almost going to get married. Families knew everything, all the full Hindi filmy drama. Okay. And he left me for another girl. The family wanted him to get married. Proper Hindi film. I landed up in his house on his marriage day. And I found out that he's getting married and all that. Full drama, full crying and all. I didn't go home. I went to my friend's hostel and I stayed there for 3 days. Okay, I was so dependent on him, emotionally and mentally. I was so dependent on him. I felt I could not survive without him, But after I came out of that depression, it took me some time to come out of that depression. I started hating everyone, hating myself, hating everything in my life. But when I came out of that depression and I got to know that life is bigger, there are bigger things, there are more things I need to look at. Now I need to find a way on my own. Yes, it was tough. But when I started finding the way, I started understanding that I don't have to cling on anymore to that person. I can go ahead. There are so many options. There are so many things. I can focus on my career. I can focus on what I love to do. I went and joined GHAC, Great Hyderabad Adventure Club. I started going on treks with them. I got into horse riding. I started painting again. I had stopped painting. I learned painting for 3 years and I had stopped. I started painting. I started going out and meeting friends in that time frame when I used to spend with this guy. Now I have the time to go and meet so many people, spend time, have fun with so many people, learn, understand, enjoy. So somewhere we feel that that person needs us, but letting go is the best thing to do for you and for them. Does not mean you start ignoring them, avoiding them, and being rude to them. Step back so that they can step forward. Step back so that they can step forward. It is very much needed. Today, I really thank that guy for dumping me. Because if he would not have, my life would not have been where I am. I would not have written this book. I would not have written this book. Trust me. Step back to step forward, for them to step forward. I hope I answered.
Yeah. Basically, you are suggesting that trust the universe to do the needful for him.
Exactly. You're not the only person in their life. Okay, Sefi, let's say you have another 100 years to live. I want you to live another 100 years. But tomorrow morning, you don't get up from your bed. What happens to this person? They will still survive. They will still live. They're not going to die. Oh, I'll also die. No. They will still survive. They will still live. Life moves on.
Yeah, you require to not feel that you can do it and don't feel responsible.
Exactly. You're not responsible for anybody. You're not even responsible for your children. You're responsible for yourself so that you set a good example for your children, but you're not responsible for your children.
Oh, I think I too need a good counseling, because as a zero medicine person, many people come with their ailment, and I know the reason. I end up working on them more than my limits.
Yes. That is the issue that many of us have. So you're not alone. Many of us face this. So you're not alone. Start working anyway, on. Now you learned something about yourself. This was something you learned about yourself. First thing, go home and journal and start working on it. That's all. One step at a time. Love yourself and let yourself make mistakes. You're not perfect. Sefi, you're not perfect.
Absolutely.
You're completely imperfect and it is absolutely fine.
Yeah. Don't have that divine hello that you are here to change Yeah. Okay. I think I got your answer, but probably somebody needs to work on me a little more.
Yes, I'm ready to work with you.
All right. Okay, Madhavi.
Great,
Thank you so
great.
much. I hope I get your number.
Sure. I think somebody has shared my LinkedIn profile. You can ping me there and we can
All
take
right.
things forward. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you, dear.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for asking. Good question, Mr. Sefi, and wonderfully answered by Miss Madhvi. And it really takes a lot of courage to share a real life example
Yes.
to
Yeah.
answer a question. So I really appreciate and respect you for that. Thanks for
Absolutely.
sharing that. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Without taking much of time, I believe Divya also wanted to ask a question. So Divya, we can have your question, and then I believe if there is any one last question, we can have it, and then we can close. So, Miss Divya, you can ask your question.
Thanks, Pankaj. Thanks for Arul for unmuting. Madhavi, like it's a little curious question from my side. I've always wondering. I've
I
always
love
been
curious
wondering.
questions.
Yeah. So when you were talking about the passion part, right? That's when I just turned my face and I got involved myself here, to be very open, right? So you said
Absolutely
what?
fine. You are not supposed to listen to that.
All right. Asking for while I was thinking of asking a question, this already popped in my mind, saying that when you were talking about passion, you do what you love. It is not that somebody had to, not for the fun of it, not for the luxury of it. You just do it because you really love to do it, no matter the obstacles come to you, no matter how difficult the situation gets you into. Now, I am that kind of a person, but sometimes I do feel that people take me for granted. People just overload me with the work which I do with so much passion, with so much of love in the work I do, and show that curiosity towards the love, the perfection towards the work I do. Let's say that if people want more from me, honestly, I am so drained right now. Okay, yeah, I am passionate towards what I'm doing. I love to do what I want to do, but sometimes I really need to process as well, because I love to upgrade myself in the current situation, right? So sometimes I feel so bad that people don't understand that the profession I live in, which is learning and development, needs a lot of upgradation every now and then. And while I do that, there is so much of work piled up on me, and I'm already swallowed with so much of work to even get time for me to upgrade myself. So in that way, I feel that am I showing too much, that whoever is giving me the work is not seeing what I want to do, what I love to do? Why are you taking me for granted? How do I tell them, or how do I put it across in such a way that, what, I love to do that, but allow me to process, allow me to do it one by one, don't pile it up on me. How do I do that?
Yeah. Divya, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why are you taking yourself for granted?
I would, because I love the job. I don't want to say no to the job I love.
Why are you taking yourself for granted?
That's what I think it is, because I want to do, I don't want to say no. I just want to do it. I don't want to say no for the job
So
given
today,
to me.
Divya is learning a new word. No.
All right.
Okay.
But is it not?
First of all, Divya, first of all, can I? Yeah. So, first of all, people are not appreciating you, not giving you the importance, because you are not appreciating yourself and you are not giving yourself the importance. Let me tell you this from woman to woman also. Men are good at saying no than women. Does not mean that men are very good. They are also not that good, but they are better at saying no. But women are not. We need to learn to say no, but you don't need to be rude. You can say, no, I cannot do that. There is nothing wrong in that. It is not the other person. It is your own insecurity which is playing.
Correct. I agree. I agree to a certain level. I'm interrupting you here because not every time I say no because see, every time I don't want to say no, it's not because I feel insecure, but what I feel is that uh, I have in fact experienced this question as well in my life. So you don't want to do this work, is it? You don't have, if you're not able to do this, that means you don't like it. It's not about, they're not saying I only have so much hours of, I do a perfect work-life balance.
They
I
are not
want,
going to see it. They are not
correct,
going to see it.
exactly.
So
exactly.
Divya, you have children?
Yeah, I do. Two
Do you
beautiful
love your
daughters.
children all the time, every day, every time?
It's a pleasurable question to say yes or no.
So there are times, let me answer your question so that you don't feel awkward. There are times when you don't like your children. Let me just say it straight. That does not mean you're a bad parent or you dislike your children.
Unfortunately, the community we live in don't see that, isn't it?
That doesn't matter. Exactly what I'm trying to say. Stop worrying about the community.
Right.
Yeah. Start focusing on yourself. You don't have to like the job you do every time. You still do it.
Right.
You don't have to like it. Every time. You're not perfect, Divya. You are imperfect and it is absolutely okay. You need to start showing some self-love and stop focusing on other people. They will dump work because you are letting them.
Perfect.
They will tell you that you are supposed to do something, you are not interested, you seem to be irresponsible because you are letting them. And somewhere what you're doing is you're taking your remote control, your own remote control, and giving it into the other person's hand. And when that person is taking your remote and they're pressing all the keys, you're dancing. Different channels are playing. What I'm trying to say is take that remote control back into your hands and see which key you want to press. You decide. Now, this is not going to change overnight. People are still going to be the same. The person who needs to change here is you. Be selfish to be selfless. What I said right in the starting. Be selfish to be selfless. Take out time for yourself. Say, no, I cannot do it. I'm so sorry. I cannot do this. I hope you understand. Today, it is not a good day for me. I don't know why, but today I'm feeling low. Can I do this tomorrow? I hope you understand.
The question is, I know very well that they're not going to understand. They're going to pile up.
It is not your problem. It is not your problem whether they understand or they don't understand. It is your duty to still say it.
Yeah, right.
Slowly and steadily, it will seep in. Slowly and steadily, they will start understanding that you need space.
Right.
Immediately, it's not going to change. Today, you go to the gym, you're not going to build muscles today, night itself, and tomorrow, Hrithik Roshan, you're not going to become Deepika Padukone tomorrow morning.
I love to hear that and see that in me.
It takes process, it takes time, everyday work. Correct. Slowly and steadily. Some days you're going to feel very low. Some days you're going to feel very good. Some days you're going to feel, wow, today I told what I wanted to tell. Some days you're going to feel like, oh God, I told this. I hope it doesn't cause problems. Oh my God, I overspoke. Did I speak the right way? Did I say the right thing? Oh shit, I did this. Oh shit, I did that.
I'm literally sweating right now because you're speaking my mind off.
Exactly, because I've been there. I've done that. I've been there. I've done that. People would constantly expect me to do things according to them. When I started saying no, Madhavi became a bad girl, bad person, does not listen, very disobedient. She does not know what to do. But when Madhavi stood up for herself and she did what she wanted to do, my family members were a little bit reluctant. Why is she writing all these personal things in her book? But I wrote it not for myself, for others. Because if someone is going through this, then they can also feel that I can get out of this situation. That is why I wrote. My parents told me that you are 30 years old, Madhavi. Nobody will marry you. You know you're getting 40-year-old boys. My husband, today I'm married to, is 2.5 years younger to me. Because I stood up when everybody was telling me no, when everybody was telling me otherwise.
Right.
I tell my personal experiences because I'm not standing in my story, I'm standing on my story. Like Lisa Nicole says, stand on your story, not in your story. Right now, Divya, you're standing in your story and you're seeing all the mess around you. Come out of it. When you're in the traffic, it's a mess. But from a building top, when you see the traffic, it's beautiful. So come out of that mess. Start focusing. For now, let's go baby steps, okay? You're not going to accomplish everything in one night, one day, in this 1 hour.
Correct.
Just start focusing on yourself. Only one thing. What does Divya want? Go home, take your journal and write down what you want. Not what you want for your children, not what you want for your husband, not what you want others to do for you.
Right.
Not what, if that person behaves nicely with me, no, everything will be fine. If that problem goes away, no, everything will be fine. No. What you want, only you. Delete everyone, everything, and only you, what you want. That's all I want you to do. Nothing else today.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yes.
Without any prejudice, without any judgment on yourself, without any thing of feeling ashamed or feeling low about yourself. Just write. That's all you need to do.
Got it.
Superb.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's very inspiring.
Thank you, Divya. Thank you so much.
Lovely, lovely talking to you.
Thank you. Same here. Same here. You feel inspired because you are also inspiring. All right. Let's move on.
Thank you, Divya. Thank you for a wonderful question and again, wonderful answer. And I believe, Divya, somewhere your question, gives a hint that we also need to discuss. And I believe that you should not be overburdened by me and Prakash also, right? So that gives a hint to be discussed, and we'll ensure that you should not.
She spoke up. That's a big thing. She spoke up. Itself, she spoke up. That's the first step she has taken.
True. So that really helps us to think about and discuss it, so that she gets into that right frame of what she want to do. So we'll definitely help you with that, Divya. Thank you so much. So now, without taking much of time, I would like to invite Mr. Arul for the vote of thanks, because already we have crossed 7:30. So over to you, Arul, for the vote of thanks and a thank you. And we really thank you, Ms. Madhavi, for this wonderful session. And it's always a good and a nice experience to talk to you with the kind of energy. Even at 7:30, the kind of vibrancy you are showing, that it means that we are looking for a 2.0 session with you. So thank you so much once again.
Done.
So thank you. Over to you, Arul. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Pankaji. So good evening, everyone. First of all, I need to thank Madhavi ma'am. Madhavi ma'am, that was wonderful. We all enjoyed the session today. That was great, actually. Listening to your all those questions from our members also were very with a high energy they were asking, and the answers which we are giving is so beautiful. Actually, thank you so much for that. And before sharing the vote of thanks, I just wanted to again share the purpose of the Rocket Goals. Rocket Goals online and exclusive online networking being designed to connect professionals from diverse industries and foster meaningful collaboration. Rocket Goals Online aims to provide a dynamic virtual environment where professionals like yourself can engage in productive discussion, share insights, and build valuable connections. And our tagline says, share contact, share support, and seek help. So for the next week's episode, please visit our social media platforms to know about our next week's episode, who are the guest of honors and panel discussion leaders. So I thank everyone for joining for today's episode. Thank you, Madhavi ma'am. Thank you, Senthil sir, for taking up the role today. Thank you so much. I would like to play a thanking video for everyone. Thank you so much. Any points you want to share, Madhavi ma'am? On any last points you want to share with our members?
Nothing. Just whatever I've spoken. If it impacts people and if it is helpful for them, my job is done here.
Definitely, that will help actually. All those points we want to implement actually. Now we are in the implement part. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Thanks to every member. Thank you all. Let's all join for the next week's episode. Thank you so much.